Hi, I'm your host, Nadia Holst. Welcome to an NBA betting preview for the Orlando Magic. To examine the betting value for this team, with us today is professional handicapper Dave Golikoff. Dave, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. Dave, it's not really likely we will see this team make the playoffs given how poorly they played last season. Can you walk us through the team's strengths for this season? Can they turn things around?
Well, that's exactly the question. I mean, they're on that turn. We'll put it that way. They're turning around at some point, hopefully, for Magic fans. But right now, they're just beginning to make that turn. Last season was, I don't want to call it a complete disaster. I mean, we knew they'd be bad. Obviously Howard gone, time to make a rebuild of sorts. But, they were pretty bad last year. They were just, I think something like 10-24 in their final 34 games. What we wanted to see from them was that they have a young core, a foundation to work with. It's hard to say. I mean, Victor Oladipo looks really good. He looks like, he probably should have been Rookie of the Year winner last year, but he looks like a cornerstone piece. But then they have a bizarre offseason. They add some pieces like Aaron Gordon, Elfrid Payton in the draft. It seems to make sense. Help up front. They definitely needed a point guard, pass first point guard. But, it's going to be a transition to get those guys in there and to get them all playing together. Tobias Harris, another decent piece. Evan Fournier could be decent. But, and also the center is fantastic. But overall, this is a team that didn't play well together. We don't know if these guys are going to be sort of the NBA cornerstones of a franchise. They look like they have some decent pieces that could pan out. Then they threw in some veterans in the offseason, which have your, kind of head-scratching moves. But overall, I forget the original question because I've been ranting for so long, but I think the Magic are basically very early in their rebuild. Last year, they're starting from scratch. This year, they're hoping to be a little bit better. I don't think you're going to see improvement in the regular season wins, but I think you'll see improvement on the court, if that makes sense.
And what are the clear weaknesses this team needs to work on?
Definitely scoring is the issue, and I think that's the only explicable reason that they made some bizarre offseason signings. I mean, they signed Ben Gordon at 2 years and $9 million. I didn't even know Ben Gordon was still alive, to be honest with you. And then Channing Frye, overpaying for him as well. This team just needs scoring in the worst way possible. Jock Vaughn and the head coach there, he's trying to build a team defense first. I don't know that works so well in the NBA. You see the better teams typically average well over 100 points per game. And I get what he's trying to do, but this team just really, really lacks in offense. Elfrid Payton's a good pass-first point guard, not a great scorer. Aaron Gordon, again, solid guy, but low ceiling in terms of explosiveness. This team just lacks, somebody you can pour in 20, 30 a game. They're really hoping that Ben Gordon and Channing Frye can, help in that realm. But other than that, this is going to be one of the lowest scoring teams in the NBA.
Okay, that said, what's your projection for this team? Do you find any betting value for them?
Definitely not in terms of regular season wins. I know it's low, but I don't think that they're going to win a lot more per game. I think the value is going to be with them on spreads, maybe odds makers overrating how bad they are, and this team improving. If they improve, I think is going to be able to be a more competitive game to game. And on top of that, I like the unders with this team. I think that's, going into the season, that's the one thing I would recommend. Unders with the Magic, I think that's the best bet. I mean, obviously you can't bet futures on them to win the division, to win, title or the conference. Those are all out of the question. Maybe you like the regular season win total. So the best advice is the unders with this team. A lot of new players coming in. Aflalo's gone. Some other veterans gone. New faces coming in, as mentioned, Fournier, the draft picks. Frye. This is a team in transition, so I think you're going to see low-scoring totals from them, or low-scoring games from them, and a lot of unders early on in the season.
Okay, so the unders for this team. We really appreciate your feedback, Dave. Have a good one.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.